Hello, welcome to day 10 of EFT under lockdown. Today is the very last day of this series. As you know, the lockdown has been extended, so you can go back and use any of the recordings again and tap on those points which might be coming up when the lockdown is going on for the next 2 weeks. So today the topic before I talk about the topic, I would like to talk a little bit about the method that I have used today, a little bit change in the method. I like the idea of questioning. So I have inculcated a little bit of the idea of questioning inside the EFT tapping today. The reason is that, sorry. So when somebody questions, or when you question something, an idea or something, or a belief system that you have, or even if it is a positive thing, if you just put a question mark against it, it's like all the brain space has opened up to explore all the answers. And the moment you get an answer, then all of it closes up and only that page opens which has the answer. So the questioning actually opens up all the perceptions and widens your brain. And sometimes when we are in a state of surrender, or when we want better things to happen which we cannot conjure up from our own limited mind, it is better to be in a state of questioning without expecting any specific answers. This method has helped me a lot. Before, I used to believe that I need an answer to everything. And also, I used to believe that since I demand an answer for everything, that means that I also should have specific answers. Even now, it's not completely gone away. That's a habit that I have, that if somebody questions me, I have to give an answer. So now I'm becoming more and more comfortable with just thinking of that question and allowing it to be without feeling the need to answer. And sometimes just replying with, I don't know. I don't know opens up so many avenues for new learning. While if I already know the answer, then there's no new learning happening. So enough of Gyan. We come back to tapping. So today the topic is loneliness. So we will be tapping on ideas of loneliness that happen. Sometimes we feel lonely even in a crowd. Even when our family is right here beside us in our own home, sometimes we might feel lonely. This loneliness is coming from a disconnect that has happened between our own selves, wherein sometimes we are not enjoying our own company, so no other company can actually give us that feeling of completeness. And then that one little thing of disconnection or non-acceptance of some particular area of our own self then snowballs into bigger and bigger stuff, wherein it starts affecting our relationship with others, it starts affecting our mental status, puts us into depression or anxiety, it even starts affecting our career. So it's a good idea to deal with this feeling of loneliness right when it arises, so that it doesn't need to snowball into something else. And sometimes it's so unidentifiable in its snowball state. So we can prevent all of that by just using the simple technique of EFT, emotional freedom technique. So let's focus on our own self, centering ourselves with 3 deep breaths with your eyes closed, in through the nose and out through the mouth. With the eyes comfortably closed, focus on any feelings of being lonely that you're currently going through. It could be loneliness directed at one particular relationship. Like, for example, I'm taking care of my children. Still, why am I feeling so lonely? I'm married, I have a spouse. Still, why am I feeling so lonely? I'm connecting with all my friends on a daily basis. Still, why am I feeling so lonely? Anything and everything that comes up for you, just allow it to come in. This is the safest time for you to focus on that loneliness without trying to fill it up, without trying to run away from it. Feeling the intensity of this loneliness. If it is harboring in any area of your body, you might even feel some pain, heaviness, or any other change of sensation in that particular area of your body. Okay, focusing on this loneliness, let's try to rate it. On a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is this feeling of loneliness for you today, right now? Just make a mental note of it. Wonderful. Now is the time to hydrate yourself. As you already know, we start the session by drinking a glass or so of water to hydrate ourselves. Now this script is a broad-based script because it is not addressing one particular person. So there will be some areas of the script that really connect with you, some that might not connect so intensely with you. But in general, some of these essences remain with all of us who have been feeling lonely. And believe me, every single person feels lonely at one or the other point in life. And under this lockdown period, there are chances that we are feeling that loneliness more often. And sometimes this loneliness can be intermixed with some kind of abandonment, some kind of rejection, and even some kind of blaming happening. Whatever it is, right now we'll focus on this initial feeling of loneliness. So starting by tapping the karate chop point. Even though I feel so lonely, I honor and accept myself and how I feel. Even though I feel this loneliness in my body, I acknowledge how hard this has been. And I give my body the permission to relax. Even though I am experiencing loneliness in my life, I accept how I feel. And I'm open to finding peace. Starting with the part where we accept and acknowledge, we'll start by tapping on the eyebrows. I feel so lonely. The side of the eye. And I feel it in my body. Under the eye. No one seems to understand me and what I'm going through. Under the nose. Sometimes it feels so hopeless. On the chin. I feel so disconnected. The collarbone. I am tired of feeling lonely. Under the arm. And I really don't like that I don't have a social life. top of the head. I miss those times in my life when my social calendar was always full. On the eyebrows. I am feeling really lonely right now. Side of the eye. This loneliness feels like a weight which is sitting on my chest. Under the eye. I'm feeling really alone right now, and it is painful. Under the nose. Sometimes I feel like no one really gets me, and that makes me feel alone. The chin. I wish I had someone to talk to who really understands me. Collarbone. The hardest part of this lockdown is how alone it makes me feel, how helpless it makes me feel. Under the arm. I need more human connection. But I really don't know how to connect with people that I like and that I relate to. Top of the head. It is so easy to turn to social media when I'm feeling lonely. But it often ends up with making me feel even worse. On the eyebrows. I feel more lonely in my relationship with my family than I did when I was living alone. Side of the eye. I want to have a deeper connection with my family, with the people whom I'm living with. But I don't know how to make this happen. Under the eye. At this point in time, I really don't know anyone whom I'm close to. And that's really hard. Under the nose. My loneliness feels like a physical weight I have to drag with me through all my days. And that makes everything so hard. The chin. I don't feel so close to my friends as I used to. And that makes me sad and lonely. Collarbone. And working from home can be so lonely. Under the arm. Isolating from other people is so hard for me. The top of the head. And it seems like the older I get, the harder it is to accept these changes. The eyebrows. I wish I didn't have to spend so much time alone. The side of the eye. Social connection is something I really need and I enjoy it. To the eye. I thought being at home would mean that I never have to feel lonely. He knows. But being at home is really lonely. On the chin. I love and enjoy being with my kids so much. On the collarbone. And it's weird how lonely I feel even when I'm taking care of them. Vidya, I want to take steps to deal with my loneliness, but it's being too difficult on myself. Top of the head. The lonelier I feel, the harder it is for me to connect with others. The eyebrows. And now at this age, when all of us have kids, it seems like my friends and I rarely have any common topic to talk. Side of the eye. I need more support and connection in my life, but I don't know how to get it. Side of the eye. I no longer fit in, and my friends no longer call. Under the nose. I feel lost. The chin. I feel unsafe. The collarbone. And I feel out of place. Under the arm. It's like I don't belong. And on top of the head. And that hurts so much. The eyebrows. I feel like a stranger in my own house. Side of the eyes. I feel like nobody wants me anyways. Under the eye. Why am I here? What am I doing here? Under the nose. This deep old sadness. On the chin. This constant need for feeling a sense of belonging. The collarbone. This little kid inside me. Under the arm. Needs a home. Top of the head. This little kid inside me needs to belong. Wonderful. Bring your hand up. Squeeze your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and say peace. 2 more times. Peace. Peace. Going into the next step, the stage of releasing. We'll start the tapping once again on the eyebrows. Maybe I can't stop fighting this loneliness. Side of the eye. I know everyone feels lonely at some time or the other. Under the eye. I want to feel more relaxed and calm. Under the nose. Maybe if I breathe deeply, I can let a little of the loneliness go. On the chin. I know I can be alone. The collarbone. Without feeling lonely. Under the arm. Maybe I can remove some of the demands that I have been putting on myself. Top of the head. And I can let the outside world take care of itself for a few minutes. On the eyebrow, what if I could turn my attention to all that I have instead of the eye? What if I could look at what is actually working in my life to the eye? What if I could acknowledge the progress that I have already made? Who knows? What if I could love myself no matter what? On the chin. What if there is a deep source of love within me? The collarbone. What if I could know that the same power that created the universe has created me? The arms. What if I could know that I am actually never alone? What if I could reach out to others who are feeling alone? The eyebrows. I release all expectations from my own self. And now it is easy to release all expectations from others. Under the eye. Maybe I can easily release the idea that I have been clinging to, that I am lonely. Who knows? I have held it for so long, this idea that I'm all alone in this world. But I am ready to release it now. The chin. And I am ready to let go of all the sadness and desperation right now. Collarbone. I give myself permission to allow all the loneliness to go. The arm. I can release these old beliefs easily. And I can start looking at making friends with my own self before connecting with others. Bring your hand up. Squeeze your wrist 3 times gently. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Say peace. 2 more times. Peace. Peace. Super. Just one more level to go. Tapping in the positive affirmations. Tapping on the eyebrow. Why do I know that I am surrounded by love? Side of the eye. Why am I happy? Under the nose. Why do I see love wherever I look? Under the nose. Why do I experience love and harmony in my relationships? The chin. Why is my life getting better and better? The collarbone. Why do I enjoy every day? With the arm. Why is my life unfolding with ease? Top of the head. Why do I love each day of my life? Again on the eyebrows. I take this opportunity to go within. Inside of the eye. I give the lost child inside me a home. To the eye. This little one belongs to me. To the nose. I take these times as an opportunity to experience my own self-compassion. The chin. And I am feeling better. Collarbone. I stay open to connecting with others. To the arm. Separateness is an illusion. Top of the head. And nobody can get lost in this world because we are all one. Yeah, closed. I am open to inspiration. Side of the eye. My life is joyful and connected. To the eye. I am feeling more relaxed. To the nose. I feel safe and secure in my body. On the chin. I feel safe and secure reaching out to family and friends when I can. Collarbone. I feel safe and secure in my spirit. The arm. I trust the flow of life. I belong. The top of the head. I am guided and protected wherever I am. The eyebrows. I am enough. Side of the eye. I am perfect just as I am. Under the eye. Whatever I do, that is enough. Under the nose. I am loved as I am. On the chin. And I love myself. The collarbone. And I forgive myself. Under the arm. Because I am enough. Top of the head. And the better I feel, the easier it is for me to feel comfortable with my own self in body, mind, and spirit. Bring your hands up, hand up, squeeze your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Peace. 2 more times. Peace. Peace. Once again, check within yourself. How intense is this feeling of loneliness? If it is still intense, go ahead and drink some water and do one more round of this EFT tapping. And that was the last session for this series. Hope you enjoyed it and you benefit from it. Feel free to use this at any time that you feel the need for it, and you do not have to follow any sequence. And it can happen that today you are dealing with binge eating, and in the evening you might feel loneliness. Tomorrow you might feel some other emotion coming up. So, whichever emotion is intense for you, work on that and understand that it is like peeling off an onion. This healing process continues. What we are trying to do is that the emotions which are blocked up doesn't end up leading to a physical or a mental illness, and we are able to bring our presence into the now, or try to living in the present moment as far as possible. Of course, it is difficult. All of us cannot be 100% in the present moment, but the more moments that we get wherein we are grounded in the present, the easier we feel our challenges become. So, this is my wish for you today, that you're able to face your challenges and be more and more in the present. Thank you so much.